Hi, welcome to Dirty 20 Gaming. My name is Bison, and it's Tuesday, so tonight is Carnage Heights, and we're going to be playing some Cyberpunk Red, or something close to it. These wonderful people are brave enough to join me tonight. Let us start with the Scarred Adventurer.
Hello, I am the Scarred Adventurer. You have found me today on Tuesday nights playing Red Death. On Thursday nights, you'll be finding me playing the wonderful new character that will be coming in soon. You'll meet him soon. Um, I realize I can't tell you his name yet. Damn it. Anyways, otherwise you'll find me on Sundays, hopefully, playing Arthur Wolf. And next week, on this next Wednesday, on the second, you'll find me running a game with some other wonderful people that I'm going to be really excited to be doing and stuff like that. Otherwise, you'll find me doing some wonderful stuff with the wonderful Tangor Productions to eventually bring stuff and or things. And both people of Tangor Productions that needed to posted the links, so they're there twice. Hooray!
Speaking of Tangor Productions, let's go to Sarah next.
Right. Hey all, my name is Sarah. I go by Sans on the Discord. How in the hell did I just lose my notes when I had them up?
You looked ready and everything.
I know, and then they were gone.
You
They
should
put the
just
wrong
leave your
thing
notes
there.
alone once they're there.
I know I should. Tonight I play Magic Broken Heart of the team, literally Silverlock. Um, on Thursday I am the DM for the City of Mist campaign, Deviant Paradox, which pure chaos. That game is just pure chaos. And Sunday I play Rosa Nix. We'll see what happens with her on our 7th Shadow of the Voc term. Other than that, I'm working with Scarred on stuff and things that'll come out eventually.
Let's go with Ruth next.
Hi, that's me. You found me. I am here today as Exit, our resident fixer. I am here on. Sorry, I like mustered energy and then I used too much of it. I'll be fine. I'm just thawing from the nap I had. Um, I'm also here on Thursdays as Nora. And Sundays as Runa, where's my mom, Ingvild's daughter? She talked to her last session and she didn't fucking ask. I'm done.
Dude, where's my mom, Yingfield's daughter? And lastly, but certainly not least, let's hear from Kraken.
Hello, everybody. Hello from Poland. I'm Karol, also known as Brilchan on our Discord and other places on the internet. And tonight I will be playing a Hoir of Krakens for you all, a resident madman, a little slice of Borderlands, and our slappy Slavic Dionysus of the team. That is also an information man and fix it, not to be mistaken for a fixer. That's exit job in this team. Yep, so, and that's all from me for now. Surprises in the future, but that is the future problem and not now. Thank you very much. Giving it back to you, the city.
Okay, thank you for that. I keep burying my windows.
We need to leave our notes alone, guys.
No, I don't have enough screens. I need like three
Oh,
more,
fair.
and I've got just enough if I have three more.
You need one of those. Are you saying you need kind of the middle one, two on the side, two above, and one middle one, and then another set?
Pretty
You have
much.
a whole set of
You know,
nine.
you know what the back computer looks like in the Christopher Nolan movies, like that.
I
And
was
I
thinking the
might
one.
have enough to run this game. Cyberpunk Red is written by Mike. Wow, I just about said Pike Monsmith, and I did just now.
My cat
Pike
wrote this
Monskit.
game
Yeah. Cyberpunk Red is
with her
written by
one brain
Mike.
cell.
With the way I've been running this campaign, yeah. Written by Mike Pondsmith, the Venerable, the Master. and is published by R. Talsorian Games. Our VTT of choice tonight is Roll20, and character art is done through Hero Forge. Pixabay is where we got the background image, and we can thank Thunderscape 7 for making it background art. Before we begin, cyberpunk is a world of dystopia, and people do what they have to in order to get by. Morals are optional in Night City, and drug use and abuse play a central role in the plot. Our players have an X card for when things get too heavy, but you guys don't. I'm not telling you not to watch the show, I'm just warning you ahead of time that some scenes may not be suitable for all audiences. And if you're gonna do drugs, do them in moderation. Exit.
Or give them to Kraken.
Or give them to Kraken. Exit. You are in nomad heaven right now. It is a
Yes.
sunny day. There are miles of open country ahead of you. You've got a full tank of Chew-2, and your parents have no idea where you are. You feel the wind in your hair as you rip across the Arizona dunes. Molly, the original Molly, a Chevrolet T15 pickup, bounces and jerks across the backcountry road as you throw her into a corner at 80 kilometers an hour, laughing gleefully. Give me a driving check.
Oh. That is in control?
Yes.
Yeah. 11.
11. Okay. It's a little
I am
bumpy.
seriously wounded, team.
You are seriously wounded. I forgot about that. So you hit, you think you were doing okay, but you kind of oversteered it and now you're fishing. And you hit the side of a rock wall pretty hard. For the rest of you, everything was fine when you left the club. Exit, despite her pain from the splashback at the drug lab, seemed to be in good spirits. She rarely talks about her past, and it feels like sometimes she knows as many people in Night City as Bones does. So it was kind of interesting to get a look into your fixer. When you all got into Molly, it only struck you as kind of weird that Exit rolled down all the windows once you got going. And it wasn't until she ran the red light that you realized something was wrong. She's flying through traffic, four-wheel drifting this minivan like she had done this for years. I am assuming that at this point in the campaign, you are all reflexively wearing seatbelts. We've been over this.
Yeah, but Magic is leaning forward because she's very sure she knows what's happening now.
Kraken is having fun and yelling gleefully, but he took out some duct tape and is doing bonus seatbelt.
He's
I'd
taping
like to
himself to his seat.
imagine that, like, because Exit thinks she's in the Badlands right now, she's having the time of her life.
This is
Like it's her in the Badlands against the world right now.
Yeah.
Red Death is coming out of his blood stupor and not really remember when it happened recently, but is perfectly happy to be here. And also just going, I'm seatbelt.
Yep. Just,
is this on right? Yeah.
She bumps in, she overcorrects in a corner and bumps into a semi-truck.
Yeah. Because I'm guessing Red is sitting in the front. Right?
Depends who called shotgun.
It's probably the guy who can shoot.
Makes sense, the guy with the shotgun.
And we got some
Red
shotguns from the last episode.
I'm pretty sure she's on Rainbow.
Okay then.
Yeah, to fill Red Death in, because I forget that he doesn't watch the VODs.
I don't. I'm terrible.
You had a Deadpool moment with a couple of soldiers. Had a lot of fun. Exit managed to find a machine that appears to be producing rainbow, and she shot it a bunch of times, causing some splashback.
Shot it twice.
Yeah, twice. Causing some splashback, which hurt her severely. and you guys disassembled that thing. You went to a nightclub to get Exit's brain dance scrolled.
And to try to dance some of the drugs out of her system.
But this entire time she seemed okay up until now. Just to put the last episode into kind of perspective, when Ollie was scrolling the brain dance and I got to the splashback and everything got a little weird, that's when Exit started to peak.
Okay, yeah. Red is going to try subtly to assist the driving. He's going to put his hand on the wheel and steer the way it needs to be steered. Just
Okay.
without trying to take it from Exit, without trying to do anything like that. So that it's not noticed as much.
Okay.
Do I need to roll
Um,
stealth and drive land vehicle for that?
Give me just a drive land vehicle.
It's a 14.
14. A little bit better. Um, yeah, Exit, you're still ripping along. Molly doesn't seem too appreciative of your bad driving. Um, and just as you're about to hit another pretty big rock that would probably lead to a flat, it kind of jerks to one side as Red Death helps Exit narrowly avoid some guy um, on a motorbike. Exit, what do you do?
Would it be fair to say that she, after a little bit, realizes that, hey, how the fuck did I get here? This is fucked up.
Give me a concentration check. That's in, I think, social or awareness. I looked it up earlier.
It's in awareness.
Awareness, yeah.
Mhm.
10. I'll give you the +2 because Red Death is
Thanks.
helping you drive. For the most part, you were kind of lost in the sauce. Kind of just absolutely having a blast still. But you're starting to realize, every good nomad knows their limits when it comes to ripping around in the backcountry. And you've taken two pretty good dips, and maybe it's time to slow down a little.
Kraken would just change the music to William Tell from classical
Does
music.
Exit see a hand going towards her radio?
No,
Um,
he just has the head implants. He would use that to change the music.
uh, I'm gonna make you hack that, Kraken, because it's not your
Yes,
car.
thank you.
Give me an interface roll, please.
Interface. Because I thought that Kraken would do stupid stuff like that. Oh, I have to put in value 0. One moment. I always forget that I have to put input value
Oh yeah,
into. No, not here. Here. Okay. 12.
12. Okay. Uh, yeah. I mean, it's easy enough. I mean, it was just sort of a
Yeah.
simple override. Exit. You're used to driving with no radio. In the back country, there isn't a whole lot really to listen to other than two bored ham radio operators on a frequency or just static because this far out, where's the nearest town?
Mm-hmm.
But from actually I'm it's not going to be William Tell because that's your
Yep.
but I am going to see what we got here.
No problem.
uh,
Go for it. Because I was thinking that
you
Kraken would go classical and start jumping in the seat because he thinks that we are having fun after a fight, after winning
um
so much.
Exit, your radio crackles to life, and it's this streamer you've been kind of just hearing about here and there. She hasn't been in Night City in a while, but her name's Magic. She's got some interesting opinions on stuff. Um, and right now she's talking about okay, circa, let's say, 2 years prior to meeting Bones, what kind of topics would Magic do streams on?
Basically, any criminal that she was exposing. So she would do the research, and then Red would probably, let's be honest, end the client, whoever this is. And then
Yeah.
she would report on like this terrible person who's now dead.
Yeah. So
This terrible person who accidentally cut their head off while trying to comb their hair.
yeah, the segment's called Ex Mortis, and it's the culmination of an investigation that she's been working on for the last couple of weeks about this guy who worked a talent agency that was secretly a kidnapping ring. And as you're listening to it, give me um give me a resist drugs roll. That's
I'm
body.
still seriously wounded.
14. You see a purple and blue striped cat sitting on the hood of your truck. It kind of like, when you turn, it kind of like slides but never falls off the truck, and slides the other way and stops.
The vehicle I'm picturing is Beast from the game, but like a bit more beat up.
I was thinking more of like a little rinky dink, like a Chevy S10 kind of pickup, but just absolutely built for banging around in the dirt.
Yeah.
Do you say anything? Do you look at it? Acknowledge its presence as it slides into view again?
Exit kind of laughs to herself and she's like, wait, what the fuck?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm actually a fish, and you don't strike me as an Alice.
Confusing, and I feel like I shouldn't be driving.
One should keep an eye on the road. Ta-ta! And it starts to unravel, leaving only a smiling mouth, which then blows a raspberry at you and flies away like an untied balloon.
Strange.
You blink, and you realize it's the middle of the night, and you're in Night City, and you're stuck in traffic. Red Death's hand is holding the bottom of your steering wheel.
Exit, are you back with us?
Exit, are you?
As she's moving Red's hand, yes.
Okay, good.
Comrade, I got a suit that you will want to wear. You will like it.
You're gonna like the way you look. Men's Warehouse.
Kraken, is there anything you can do to help her?
I
Unlike
have
you
a
could help me?
prototype. I have a prototype and I think it will work.
Kraken would know that Exit has neural wear. If that helps.
Yeah, we will have to get you a phone because your internal agent will stop working. And we need to get you a new phone, Hecate, because I destroyed your old one. I thought that you were dead. I'm sorry. We have a bonus 100 eddies so
It's
we can buy phones.
Kraken, I'm not worried about my phone. I'm worried about Exit.
Yes, I'm worried about her as well. I was working on
I'm fine right
on
now. Can we just not worry about me for a moment?
no,
How about
sorry.
No.
You
You
feel
about we get
just
fuzzy.
somewhere
jumped
that's
on
just
the
Hmm?
You feel fuzzy, like in a warm sort of way. But other than that, you feel like yourself.
red.
we should
Do you have any rope? I'm sorry, exit. You have to get in the back. You have to be rope.
No, I'm me right now. I'm not getting in the back of my vehicle. Let me drive. I am in
No,
control right now.
The
it
light
was
turns.
very
No.
fun, but you almost killed us.
The light turns green.
Exit starts driving normally.
I
Where do you go?
we should probably just get out of the car and
We
find a
need to get to
place.
Bones.
That's where we're
Yeah,
going.
to doctor. My stuff is
No.
with Dr.
She's
Bean.
driving to the Golden Bone.
Okay.
We need to get to Bones.
We can get your stuff after Kraken, and then just
Yep.
I'm sorry, but
We need to see what's in that chest.
I opened the chest, some
Yes, but we
money.
need to see it.
I translated it. I can give you the notes later. But we need to take care of you.
She just drives to the Golden Bone. She's silent.
When you
feels
guys
like a fight
get,
we're gonna lose if we try.
you can't out stubborn your fixer, guys. She knows you. Uh, so you guys get to the Golden Bone. They're, it's underway. It's a typical night. Yep, dancing, drugs, whole lot of happy people. Yeah, that kind of stuff.
And they are shiny.
Yep, happy shiny
Because
people.
it's neon future, everybody's shiny.
Happy shiny people having fun.
And tattoos that light up.
So you guys don't really see Bones, which is typical because during the night he's usually up in his office.
I think that's where
I'm-
we're heading then.
yeah.
All right. When you're there, you get in there, you knock, he lets you in. He's, just sort of watching through the one-way glass. So how'd the recon go?
Good news and bad news.
Which one do you want first?
He stops, looks over, downs his drink. Hit me with the good news first.
I shot a bunch of people.
We got some data, some broken machine that makes rainbow, but they heard us broke the machine. I got a lot of coded client lists and some money.
You found a client list?
Yep, it was coded pretty hard, but I'm good at deciphering ciphers, so it's kind of my hobby.
What is some good news? So I guess you don't need to go back, do you?
Not really.
I don't believe so.
Probably a
I
bad idea.
What's the bad news?
Exit got addicted to the rainbow.
You guys don't even have time to register the fact that he's thrown it when you hear the glass shatter against the far wall. So glad I drank it first.
That's why
That's
I
some good
asked.
burger.
I'm here right now.
And I got an experimental body cat suit for you to keep it that way.
Hopefully it won't come to that.
Okay, well, our expert's in another castle.
Can we stay here for the night as we bring him back?
Yeah, give me a couple hours. We'll have to wait until the halftime show.
You got it.
So you guys, you sit there, you kill the hour or the few hours. At one point, Bones, walks out to deal with something.
Have I been here the whole time?
You really want to dance, but other than that,
Like I'm
you
not
have
hallucinating or
you
anything?
haven't heard anything weird other than the music. You've wanted to go out and dance. The colors are pretty. You think most of the colors are from the lights.
So I'm pretty much fine.
Yeah, you feel fine.
Just feeling a little bit happier.
This is the most you guys have seen Exit smile.
It's creepy. I don't like it.
I'm really worried.
The lights are pretty. But I'm okay.
Does Kraken have a way now that he's been contacting Cherdok or Cerberus? Does he has a way to like send him text messages?
Um,
Because he would want to ask that another of his friends got addicted and she has cyberware, an internal agent and the camera thing, and would that help to make a personal anti-rainbow brain dance for her maybe? Like maybe we can do something to her brain to make her more neurospicy. Maybe that would help.
Red, while that is
I
going
was
on
I
as
was gonna
well.
say to answer Kraken's question, you're sitting there for a bit. You don't get an answer right away. Your
Definitely.
cyber deck barks, and when you check the display, it says that currently working on a solution, devoting maximum CPU usage to figuring something out. This will
Okay,
take time,
thank you.
Comrade. This will take time.
Yeah, he would
Um,
say, "Okay, thank you, Cameron."
yeah, you guys all hear the bark, by the way. It's just it just happens to be like in a gap in the music.
Border
So
Collie, 3 years old.
Yeah, my computer doc friend is working on it, but it
Yeah.
will take time. And Kraken would drink a smash. I'm gonna take the 10 euro dollars of my account.
Okay.
Red
So,
would
Does
like to
Exit
spend a
see
bit
him
of
drinking
time.
Smash?
you think he's got a martini in his mouth or in his hand?
Hmm.
Yeah. In his
She was
mouth.
gonna
Yeah.
throw her, like she was gonna take off her boot and throw it at him.
All right. So you guys, after a
Red would like
while,
to. Sorry,
sorry.
this is. Red would like to see if there's anything he can do for Exit's wounds.
Uh,
I'm
give
assuming she's
me,
bleeding.
yeah. Her skin, basically, a good chunk of her exposed skin looks like not on her face, but her arm and upper chest is because it almost ate through her clothes almost immediately. Uh,
Yeah, I can do
it's
first aid. That's as best I
yeah.
can do.
Give me a first aid. It'll at the very least stabilize her. Yeah, it's you find a
Could
first
I
aid
roll
kit.
paramedic on myself?
You can't actually.
Okay,
You
I
can
was
roll
just
first
asking.
you can roll first aid on yourself, but anything more serious than that requires somebody else's help.
Hmm.
You're able to find a man, you rolled a 2? Jeez.
Right?
Um,
That doesn't seem very much like my character.
I
Can
was
I?
gonna say
That
you
has
actually
never worked for me.
you
I know.
found a
Yeah.
you found a med kit in
That's good.
Bones's office, which is, understandable. Um, you open it up and the top layer is all like lubricants and micro welding attachments. And the
That
This
bottom
is
isn't
layer
slightly
is
surprising.
actual like burn cream and stuff. So yeah,
Yeah.
you're able to, at the very least, stabilize her so she's not, slowly getting worse. After a
Like
while,
I'll wash out the wound and then
yeah,
apply
yeah,
the
it's
Because not
and
only
I
did
will
she get
apologize several times while it's happening. I'm sorry, this is gonna hurt.
what does Hecate want to do in
yes, I was
that
gonna ask.
time?
huh?
It is, yeah. So what is magic Hecate?
She's she doesn't want to leave exit, but she also wants to talk to Red because they haven't talked since she came back.
Exit's literally fine right now.
Like, guys, I'm fine. I'm
Like
fine,
she's just
really.
looking at the lights. As of right
Yes.
now, it looks like she's just had weed.
And for magic, she knows how fast this can
Yeah.
change. And that's
Red
what she's worried about.
Red will look at you and just gonna. She's kind of in and out of it. You can talk if you want to.
Yeah, we kind of need to.
Do you want to start or should I?
Go ahead.
I'm not angry with you. I'm angry I was deceived, and that was not your decision or anything's decision. I'm miffed I had to feel things, and I don't like doing that. But I'm not angry you're alive. I'm happy you are. I'm happy you're back. So once again, try to take the weight of the world off your shoulders.
Yeah,
You insane maniac.
this time it was, and she's constantly like looking over at exit. When
She's just smiling, looking at the lights.
when the rainbow zombies attacked, I wanted to join. Because the rainbow was messing with me so bad. And I had one moment of clarity, and I didn't want to drag exit down with me.
Yeah, well, next time you make a plan, stop sacrificing yourself.
That one
It
was
is getting
kind
very
of
annoying.
necessary. Because I was either going to get myself killed or her and I killed. And plus, I guess somehow my death got me off of Rainbow. Now, I'm not. I am not putting that up as an option.
No, we're not shooting exit. That's the dumbest idea
No, I wasn't
you've
saying
even
shooting.
suggested at this point, at this moment. That's a terrible idea.
But I'm hoping that because she has the neural aware, she might be okay.
We'll find out. Things will either work out or they won't. Either way, we keep moving forward. We do what we've always done.
Yeah, except for this time, it's not like how we've always done. I think I got feelings for Exit.
That's nice.
And now I'm worried about losing her.
That is the downside of feelings.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Look, I'm worried about losing all of you guys, but it's not the same function I think you are feeling it.
Yeah,
You guys are family,
exactly.
and I don't remember what my family was. So, you're, as far as I'm concerned, my first family.
You were probably
Well,
closest.
the nice thing is that your couple name is going to be Hexit.
I mean, it's not as bad as some of the other ones we've heard. Wardy.
Wardy.
Is that in
What
character?
it was terrible.
Yes.
That was a weird show I saw.
Hearing Wardy, Exit just laughs.
Hearing Exit left.
I
Kraken
assume
just
at most
starts
she
laughing
kind of
as
just
well.
feels euphoric at the moment.
Oh yeah, she's having a great time right
It's like
now.
she's on Molly, pretty much. Because I can imagine that.
And Hecate's just really worried about her. Like, no, because now I might not be able to tell her.
How much
Don't
of that do
worry.
I hear? Like, am I present for any of it? Or am I kind of just in a trance looking at the lights? Shapes and colors.
Resist torture drugs and maybe
Yeah, resist torture drugs. Don't worry about your -2.
Okay. Fuck.
and perception.
Control? No.
Yeah, body.
Body.
Fuck. Thank you.
18.
18.
All right, now give me a perception check.
Human perception or perception?
Perception.
And
Okay.
she has the audio.
Yeah,
I'm
I know.
still not worrying about my -2
Um,
because that's 17.
Do it. Do it for all of us.
I'm gonna say you hear enough, even though there's a door in the way.
Oh, they're outside?
Yeah, they kind of like just sort of
Cyber
like,
audio, bitches.
that's what I mean. You hear enough.
But it's a disco, so
Yeah.
Exit kind of just walks out. I went. I know
Kraken would
now.
follow because she's on a rainbow.
Exit kind of just like holds out her hand. Let me.
Sorry, honey, you're on a rainbow. I cannot.
Now you know magic's pain.
Cock blocked by a squid. Off block.
Actually,
More of a, that's
like-
more of a clam jam, really.
Yeah, there we go.
I got
Oh,
2.
That was good.
Yeah.
If Magic's gonna look after you, I can go to the bar and get another drink. I trust
Yeah.
Magic, but I have to be sure that she's next to you. Then I can go.
Exit walks out and just goes, I know now.
Yeah, full bright red blush.
I don't think your
She
skin's
doesn't
supposed to
have
turn
her
that color.
skin.
She doesn't have her sin skin anymore. She can't control her sin skin, so people get to see her emotions now.
It just turns full bright stoplight red, just glowing.
Kind of like she is right now.
Somebody hacked her ham skin.
She turns into the Red Hulk, essentially.
That's my color.
I was gonna say a junior high at prom, but
And she goes, Oh, and for the record, I feel the same.
This is where exit goes back, and Hecate immediately jumps off of it, stands on the
Just
what do you call it?
the
The
railing.
railing of the second floor, and then jumps down like ah.
The magic jumping out of stuff.
No.
Her secret move.
You've
I
activated
thought
my
we
trap
got
card.
past that.
Jump out of something. Good God.
I thought we got past that.
But we got past that. We've been
Oh,
over
we were
this.
moving past that too, but I guess not.
That gag will never die. Okay.
Like
It is
magic. Hopefully.
for some reason horny is a weird sort of plaid.
Bagpipe music just starts playing just
We
nearby.
tried.
Let's get it on in bagpipes. Oh my God. Thank you, Bat Kyle, for that mental image.
Careless Whisper Bagpipe Edition.
Yeah. Somewhere a philosopher
I'm
cat
finding. Give me
is
a
smiling.
second.
I'm good. Okay. It is at this point that you guys notice Mr. Bones bringing somebody in who is in a Captain Steelbones Happy Time Fun Park mascot costume. Really big head, kind of waddling. And it
So
takes
Mr. Bones bought a mascot costume.
kind of, yeah, like a big skeletal pirate. It's
Like
got
a
eye
bobblehead
patches on
almost.
both eyes. And a peg leg. Yes, I'm gonna do that. Peg leg on the hand, hook on the foot.
I've
And-
just
Tarantino's
discovered
Wonderland's
something.
buds.
This is Exit. As I assume it still feels like she's basically on Molly, and I'm
Mhm.
going to assume so until you tell me that
She's having a
it's
great time right
changed.
now.
I've discovered I don't like mascots.
I really miss Rainbow.
Who's in there? Who's in
Our
there?
doctor.
Upon you saying I really miss Rainbow, you get a
Exit
slap that doesn't
smacks
do
him.
any real
Oh,
damage.
Matt.
Exit smacks him across the face.
You get one of those
It's
like
just-
back of the head
It
smacks.
is an absolute litany of smacks.
You
And
know
it's-
that
from
I
it's
don't
just
three
have
directions
reflex
all
muscles.
at
for her.
once.
Yeah, Hecate
No
like goes
muscles
to
in
head out.
face.
Just like can't even
No
with you.
feeling. Since I'm
Roll me a
15.
D10, Kraken. You have to get
Okay.
under your body.
I'm very happy. I'm gonna roll a new character now. Okay, D10, 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 D10. Okay, one.
It's just
no,
all of us
okay.
fucking body slam him.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
it's
One.
what
The
I
ground.
see.
Immediate
What I see
anger.
is he rolled a 1. He's good.
Yeah.
What I saw in my head was Kraken's face, and then just hands coming from all directions, slapping him.
And
And
like
Kraken is, I don't have muscles here.
The roll was to see whether or not it was enough to knock you out.
Exit's high, but like her reflex is just to fucking backhand him.
Yeah. So as you watch this this person make their way up the stairs in what can only be the most embarrassing 5 to potentially 10 minutes of their life. You go back in because it's a railing. You can't exactly just mingle on the balcony there. There's no room. And besides, that head is massive. You get in there, and then the head pops off, and it is Dr. Being. And they look at Bones, and you can see they're sweating buckets.
You deserve
Puppy,
that.
I see it. And they look at Bones and they say, "Did you have to pick the only one without a working motor?" "Yes. Yes, I did. Now we got a problem." points at exit. Camera pans to exit. What is she currently doing?
Waving
She's
at a puppy.
she's like laying on the floor, looking at the ceiling.
Oh dear.
She looks like she's having a great time.
All right. Well, he, Dr. Being takes the one hand that has fingers, reaches down into the neck of the costume, and pulls out a bag. All right, let's see what we can do here.
It's an anti-drug called monochrome.
Chrome. Uh,
We are working on that. Not
all
yet,
right.
comrade.
They, Doctor gets Kraken to help take off Exit's jacket, and
Krakenwood.
yeah, and
Why am I being undressed?
I need
I
to
think
see
Hecate
where
should
you
be the
got
one to help
splashed.
really here in this specific.
Oh yeah, help smooth it out. Young love and everything.
We're not
I
even dating yet.
I need to see where you get splashed.
Oh, and she, like, wherever she was burnt, she's like removing that article of clothing
Yeah. Um,
or like rolling up.
yeah, she takes off the jacket. Um, she starts rolling up her shirt sleeve, and then the arm actually falls off. So she just tears it. And it's
Oh,
all
the
up her
jacket arm. I
arm.
thought that hair arm. Full
Yeah,
of.
the burns. I'm pointing at my arm like you can see it. It's all up her
Yeah.
arm. And there's some splash across here. And
Knowing that like there's some like on her chest too, she's just taking off her shirt. She's in a bra, she's covered. And she's having the time of her life right now.
Someone was turning even more plaid somehow.
it doesn't actually plaid. She needs excellent quality synth skin for that. Her chem skin. Jeez.
Sorry, tartan.
Yeah. So yeah, Exit's basically stripping down to her pants. She's got her bra on. I would like to remind you she is still a smoke show. So,
Yeah, but Kraken is now trained to be medical professional,
oh
so
yeah.
he's thinking
Uh
about it's
and
a machine
mhm.
to help fix.
So yeah, so the doctor starts, looking at it to take some tests. Um they draw your blood, and as they're doing that, and Magic is trying to, or Hecate is trying to, look but not look, not make it look like they're looking, because the second they notice that they're looking, the blushing gets even worse.
Trying to
This
Do
is
I
find some
around,
notice?
sneaky
Can
way
I
to
roll
take a
human
photo.
perception to see if I notice?
yes,
And that is
social.
yes.
13, so 15. Um, you catch her, like, as she's looking away. You know how you look at somebody and they immediately avert their gaze?
So I have an idea of what's going on.
You have an idea.
You
She's
can-
trying not to make it look like she's looking.
You can look. I don't mind.
Question: Could
Mhm.
Bones bring the prototype of anti-rainbow Kraken suit so they can try to put it on an exit?
Um, it's in the mascot costume. Keep in mind, Dr. Being has not gotten out of this thing yet, so other than the head, they're trying to work with a peg leg and like
Just take
oven
off the
mitts.
suit, Doctor. I know.
Exit
It's an
is
interesting
noticeably
case
more
study.
comfortable now that it's not like fully a mascot.
It took me so long to get into this stupid thing. We'll be here all
And now
night.
you're getting out and then you're getting in. You experimented on whole of the city without consent. You need to suffer a little. You're still alive and you're
Doc,
naked. Be happy about that.
I've got 2 words for you, Doc. Baby powder.
I got
Easy to
some
get
lube.
into things. There's also that, but that just makes you wet afterwards.
I'm not going to say it. Anyways, so like rainbow was never meant to be absorbed through the skin. Interesting that you're suffering primary effects, but not any of the secondary ones. Did you speak to any cats?
At one point while I was driving, but not anymore. I haven't seen a cat in a while.
What did they say?
The player doesn't remember. Exit
Okay.
would.
Exit
I am a
does
fish.
relate. Yeah, I am a fish. I was like,
That's something about being a fish. And she like tells him what else the cat said.
yeah. Uh, Fascinating.
But it
Well,
kind of fucked off.
didn't
Now I'm
ask you
kind of
to,
just having a good
didn't
time.
ask you to do anything?
Not really. No.
Hmm.
And now the lights are just really pretty and I feel great and I'm having a great time.
That's good. Well, on
Good
the
mood drug you
down,
can rub directly into your skin. Something you normally have to freebase.
unfortunately, there's nothing I can do for this except get her to drink a lot of water and ride it out. She appears to be hallucinating severely, but not. It appears to be all. The cat she saw is merely a byproduct of the current situation.
We can
I
test out my
I
ideas.
do not suggest she drive for the next few days. She may experience
Exit looks
what
devastated.
used to be referred to as a flashback.
Oh, like blue glass. Yeah.
Not quite like blue glass, more like what did they call it? Flip, flip, flip. Lysergic acid.
Uh, I really need to get in medical school.
LSD.
You're
You hear
useless.
Bones like, it's LSD, come on. This is 2045, but we're not savages. We know the old stuff when we see it. So you
I'm
heard the
trying.
captain saying to exit. You're in bed until those burns heal.
He said no driving.
And what do you intend to do besides driving? No,
Get
I'll just
someone
leave
else
you
to
and Hecate to
drive.
get someone to get some time alone. I'm going to push this a bit. Yes, I know. It's already out in the open. Why not?
Shippers on deck! Ahoy, Capitan!
Just kept my mouth shut.
Yeah, but you never do.
That's what happens when you have people with audio suit hearing on the team. No secrets.
Um, okay, so it it is going to take a few days for exit to recover because of how we've decided healing works. So you three have some time. Um, we'll say, actually, I just minimized that. Let's take a look at her stats. So I can give you a ballpark on how much time you got. Body 6. She got 22. So 4 days, half a week. Exit, you are allowed to do some minimal things, but like if Bones finds out you're, pulling a magic and going on mission while you're still recovering, he's going to ground you.
Yeah.
Guys, let's all go to the shopping mall.
Let's go to the mall.
I know one of us really wants to do it. I'm just saying.
So Magic, what are you thinking? Other than why did I speak up?
Yeah, why did I speak up? Her other thing is she wants to keep following the trails that we've been working so hard on, and wants to keep
I could get someone to else. I could give someone directions to
You ask Red
the
Death, and he comes
club
out with a spray bottle, and he just gives you a little spritz.
because we had something we weren't finished with. She
Yeah.
needs to see the brain dance. This
Yeah.
isn't her doing a gig. This is her doing a favor for a friend. Friend.
All
The
right,
friend is
so
herself.
yeah, so I mean, you guys get a message in the morning because you know Ollie doesn't sleep. Yeah, I don't think you've ever seen Ollie asleep in of her own volition. Um, and you get the message. Exit. You appear to be kind of in a downwave on the peaking and valleying. You're in a valley. That's the word. Uh, and it's the morning. Um, you guys can't go back to the mansion, but if you want to stay at the Cube Hotel again, you can. Otherwise, Bones will like set up some cots in one of the storage rooms at the Golden Bone.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
actually.
got.
I'm realizing what I should do this week. I'm going to try to find us a place of residence,
Place of residence. Ooh.
like just a place we can, like the safe house we did in the old amusement park area
Hmm.
episodes ago.
Yeah,
Maybe we
that's
can go back to Carnage Heights.
there is always the precipice. And
But Red will talk with Bones about working something out to so that they're still easy to get to for when he needs them, and also just
yeah, like what we can do is I'm gonna look over the actual like hideout rules for Carnage for Cyberpunk Red.
Hmm?
And we'll get something figured out for what the precipice is set up and maybe even make a map for it.
Cool.
And we can do that next week, but
a real estate episode would be terrible. I'm just imagining Red only
Oh.
asking like, where are the areas of ingress that I can easily mow down people coming in through the door?
we are not doing House Hunters Night City. No. that is
Kraken and Red
not.
Death are trying to find a place in the city that's near the downtown for Kraken's drugs, and is also highly defensible, which is not ever near downtown. With a
And
max
nowhere
budget
near
of
the
$7,
Yeah, with the budget of 7 eddies and whatever Kraken can find off the next guy Red Death shoots. Are
They
they
are
going to be
ready
able
to
to make it
find
into
their
budget,
dream
or are
home.
they going to have to shoot a bitch? Find out next
Find out
time.
next time on House Hunters Night City.
The
The
newest
hunting is
Garden
literal.
Patch show.
Really? You think? Just about.
Yeah.
Considering some of the ones they actually have in the book. Nice empty bit of alley. You're gonna have to sublet with the guy living in the cardboard box, though.
And
His name is
that's
Tim.
how Kraken finds his all
Look, I
all
would take
sparkle
one
suit.
of those cardboard boxes, but the rent is outrageous. So I'm gonna just go under the. So I'm just gonna like drill a hammock into an underpass.
One
Kraken
of the
kind of
bat
still
colonies.
wants to find his old suit, the wrinkled one that has all the shiny bits on it
Guano
that he
Heights.
threw out of the window.
Anyways, we're
Guano
gonna stop with
Heights.
this bit, but thank you for
Yeah,
listening to
we
us
are
for
going
so
to stop
far.
with this bit because I just said we're not going to do House Hunters Night City. Um, okay.
Yes.
Uh, So let's go to the, unless there's anything specific Magic wants to do with Exit or one of the others before we go to the Sight Beyond Sight. Kraken, you have your hand up.
Yep, Kraken would want to try to to catch Kane and just get some messages to her that the that Giraffa doesn't have the deed for the Carnage Heights. And I got some more info and some fun projects for your both jobs, the music one and the journalist one, when you have time to meet up and talk to me in one of Mr. Bones' locations.
Okay. The response you get is scoops are worth nothing without deets.
I
You
got
got
some
proof?
deeds for you as well, but it's not on agent talk.
Yeah. Preem.
It's face to face.
Good. Well, I just gotta check the poll results because I thought it was really funny to actually do the poll. 7 votes for no, you monster, on whether Exit should be addicted to Rainbow. 1 vote for yes, bring on the chaos, and 1 vote for third option.
Let's yes, bring on the chaos, Kyle.
Probably. It doesn't say what the
You
results.
can say C votes.
Where?
Oh, we don't need to check. We were just
Oh, there
told
it
yes
is.
was.
Yeah,
I voted for no.
I didn't vote.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. Come at me. I should have done it a couple of days ago, but
Yeah.
whatever. Okay. All right. So when you get back to Sight Beyond Sight, Ollie has Exit's Brain Dance ready. She's excited as usual. I got the standard video functions, forward, back, play. I didn't amp the emotions, not that I could find any. And the last bit's gonna be a little mushied. I couldn't fix everything. X, you're gonna have to share next time. That looked like a lot of fun.
It wasn't intentional.
Yeah, but you gotta share. You gotta. Come on. With Red Bull? Or not Red Bull, Sorry. It's not called Red Bull. I don't have it. But yeah, you chase it, it'd be great. He goes
Red
dancing.
cow moo.
Red cow moo. Please.
It's actually called green oxen.
Green oxen. Just
Might not be a good idea.
full pout.
We gonna give you the new version, the 6.0, when we make it. It will be better than what's on the street. I'm working on it with my Meister cooks right now.
It's like, well, I better tell my buddy in the piranhas. He's gonna be so pissed. All right,
Red
so
opens up a little notebook of people I need to kill for Kraken now.
No,
Piranhas.
I want the piranhas. Don't kill them. We need them.
all right.
They're going to come after you.
I'm gonna seduce all of them. It will be great.
You know what? He closes the notebook very quickly. Let's see this.
I want to see this play out. All right, um, so this brain dance was for magic, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. She's looking for anything to tie Indy to this place.
Yeah.
And Exit did her best.
All right, so Magic, you've never done a brain dance before. What this feels like, and this is a pretty raw one. Ollie did the did the bare minimum she needed to get it done as quickly as she could. So it's like watching a video in VR. If you've ever watched VR, it's right in your face. Um, with with a brain dance, you're also getting an emotional click to it. You actually feel your heartbeat slow down and time in with the brain dance. Exit is extremely chill. Like she's walking past Tommy and this other guy.
She's lying her face off.
Yeah, like, and like you can see like her, you know, sort of look at Tommy. I think you guys, if I remember correctly, you slipped him some rainbow
Yeah.
to get him to fuck off. And did you feel bad about that?
In her mind,
More annoyed
she
than
can't do
anything.
anything for him.
Yeah. So it's mostly
He's already
analytic.
gone,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Um, it's really it's really weird looking through somebody else's eyes. Magic. For starters, there's a big perception difference. You know, Exit's a lot taller than Magic is. And I will eventually get used to calling you Hecate, I swear. Uh, and um, secondly, she's doing a very good job of suppressing her emotions. It's weird, sort of. Um, but give me a perception check as you come into the second room. Yeah, everyone's taller than Magic.
23.
Holy
23.
shit. And that's not even the highest you can roll.
No, it's not. She has a plus 14. She actually can't improve it any further. Um, excuse me. You notice it's like you're not really good with noticing weird military shit. That's kind of Red Death's gig. But all of these guns have the same manufacturer, and upon a closer inspection, the uh, they've all got a licensed by Giraffe Corp on each one of the guns. Um, the guns that the Rotten Johnnies pilfered, by comparison, were all over the place. Rostovic, Militech, Kang Tao, Arasaka, anything they can get a hold on. Same with Marcus's guns. You know, just what they can get, just generally better quality. Um, and so that is one thing you notice. The second thing you notice is that all of the armor is Argent Key just spray painted black. You saw that right away.
Mm-hmm.
But you do know that that armor is like it's custom ordered for the Argent Key, but the line itself is not super uncommon
Okay.
among PMCs, because it's. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? You know,
Mm-hmm.
Militech sells to everybody, and you know, because Militech isn't allowed in Night City, their stuff tends to go for cheaper.
Yeah.
Um, when you guys get to the cooking room floor, Magic, give me an endurance check as the wave of nausea hits you that she
11.
experienced. You guys notice her kind of throw up a little bit in her mouth and then suppress it, actually almost in time with Exit doing the same thing
Hmm.
in the brain dance.
That's a good brain dance.
Thanks, I recorded it myself.
I made it myself. So yeah, and then the combat happens, and Red Death, you don't see Magic roll her eyes, but you know it's there. Like
That
once she saw you pull the
jackass.
knife off, pull the knife out, um, it's just immediately, yep, here we go again. The this was supposed to be a recon mission echoing in your head. Uh,
Only
That's what Red
magic
wanted.
sees the
It
brain
wasn't
dance, yes?
it
It's
wasn't
the
his choice to
riff.
Sorry, what was that, Kraken?
Only magic sees the brain dancing. It's the riff thing from the guy.
Yeah. Only Magic is seeing the brain dance itself. You guys are kind of just watching her reaction
Yeah.
and a little bit of Exit's reaction because she kind of knows what's happening. um, give me one more perception check, Magic. Just regular perception.
27.
A crit. I was hoping you would roll a crit. And it just happened to
Great
be this was the
success.
spot it was supposed to.
As
You
soon as
notice.
fighting starts I'm sorry, I'm just like the feeling that she gets.
Yeah, go for it.
She's still very calm, but this is something Magic's probably never felt. Combat starts and Exit's ready.
Just
She's just like, okay, this is happening. Gotta do what I gotta do.
Yep. All part of the job.
Like, this
So
is
yeah,
just business.
the second the fighting starts, but before one of the gunshots goes off. Because when the fighting starts, the only people that are still really moving are Exit, Red Death, and the guards. Anybody not on Rainbow. Everybody else that's moving, mixing, whatever, they're all in zombie mode until the shotgun blast. Then they scatter. Just before that, you see someone turn and run. Their face is covered, but you feel like you know them. When you get to the splashback, you see Exit, um, then blam, blam, realizing again that you guys can't see my entire fucking arm. Takes the two shots. The glass explodes. The liquid splashes onto her. And you begin to hear a conversation. The fuck is this? The voice carries with it an air of familiarity, but not to Magic. Exit, you don't remember this happening. A map. Take it. You wanted to kill some Grendel? Here's where you do it. Give me a human perception roll, Magic. Social.
Thank you. 15.
15. It sounds like your dad. Sounds like your dad. Something's not quite right.
Okay.
But it's one of those things that just pokes in the back of her head. For Fox, the Grendel clan is actually Shadow's character, um, Shane. That's the nomad pack he was from. They were expert smugglers and then got double crossed and scattered. Shane has only met like one or two of them, and unfortunately, Shadow isn't here very often, so I'm not able to really delve into that. I'd love to. I miss the motherfucker. You know,
Same.
nomad trucker dad.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. Hilarious coincidence. Not like not even close to near each other. Um,
I was just like, does Exit but she can't hear it.
you can't hear it. is like, uh, and in return, I need soldiers for a new side venture, not the wannabe cops we've been buying until now. Unstable, dependent, broken, desperate for a leader. Roll it again, please, Magic.
14.
You don't catch it yet. It's not the usual way cults start. I can get you plenty of brainwashed chicks to start your little sex dungeon if you want, but this won't get you anything. A gang, you idiot. I'm here to make a gang. They're moldable. They have no personality, no sense of self. I can do something with that. Fine, whatever. Umbra is going to want me to ask for more money. She always does. We'll see how the first batch comes out. If I'm going to burn this city to the ground, I need a dependable army, not ones that can be bought. And then you're walking down the fire escape with a giant hunk of machinery in your hand. And then the brain dance stops.
Magic, if she remembers, she was with Exit when a guy in a bar said, "Do the names Lucifer and Umbra mean anything to you?" And Exit started to freak out.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want her to roll for that or if you just want to give it to her, but I do remember her being there for that.
Mhm.
I'm going to give it to her because I remember that scene as well. That was during one of your little spy missions.
Mhm. That was right before we got chased by the cyber psycho.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that day is burned into her mind
Yeah.
just a bit. So yeah, the brain dance ends, the little lenses move off, and then Ollie kind of some weird shit, huh?
Yeah.
Like, what's with the dancing unicorns?
I assume Exit doesn't recall that either.
No.
What
No.
do you mean?
Like right after you did the shooting.
Yeah,
That I was
not,
fine after.
that's not what I heard.
Nothing happened after. I just got burnt.
Takes the thing, presses some buttons, and starts watching it over. Unicorns? The carousel? A musical number?
What?
Yeah. I couldn't get rid of it. I tried to erase it like 4
That's
different
not
times.
what I
Can I check it?
heard.
Ollie, my dear, you might need to rest.
It's only been 3 days.
Ollie,
What?
you know what, do your thing. What happened for you, Magic? Because nothing happened for me.
Um, yeah, no,
It's,
continue.
it sounded like my dad talking to somebody else. The name Umbra came up.
None of this is good.
This might be a lot worse than we're thinking.
Sounds like it.
Can I try and recognize that voice again?
Yeah, give me one more human perception roll because you're really thinking about it now.
15.
15 again.
Kraken would ask if he
Only
can
Exit
check
could
it.
hear the
Maybe,
voice.
maybe he
sounds-
will see a different musical number.
It sounds so much like your dad.
Because
But
I know where she's thinking it's.
what is she thinking it is?
She's thinking it's Indy using a synth voice of her dad.
You think hard and you think back. There's so many stupid pranks, so many little backstabs. And then you remember you haven't heard Indy impersonate your dad since that time he got out of trouble for slashing a teacher's tires. It's only gotten better. You barely caught it.
Yeah, it's immediate shit. No, it's Indy. Indy's working with your parents.
Fucking fabulous.
My psychopathic brother.
Is working with my psychopathic parents.
Red just starts counting out his bullets.
And my parents come with a clan.
Red starts planting grenades.
Dragon is starting to make his
That
autistic
means-
notes in Red Book.
That the Silverlocks are somehow involved in the production of Rainbow.
Magic, do you think that your family or your families might want to maybe did some child soldier clone experiments in Russia? This feels like
Do the Silverlocks have ties to Russia?
The Silverlocks absolutely have ties to the Bratvas in Moscow.
Fuck.
However, Exit knows that one of Lucifer's favorite things to do is kidnap kids and then dump them off wherever, whoever wants to buy them. He draws the line at things that would get us canceled. So I'm just going to say that and let you. But he liked finding the ones that he could mold into his little raiders. And once they were 18, they were given a choice. Most of them stayed because at this point they were psychos. Some of them left, joined other clans, joined other Raf and Shiv, disappeared into the city, disappeared into the wilderness. You're one of the few that escaped. One of the only ones Lucifer didn't want to let go because you were blood.
because hearing all of that you're talking, I remembered a friend that Bratva kind of got on my Yo gang. They tried to like made a perfect soldier, but they kind of couldn't do it without socialization. So they dropped her on us, made some payments, and then she went crazy.
Turning people into weapons is a common theme in cyberpunk.
Look no further than Red Death.
I was going to say, we happen to know a solo.
Exit who got out of that mess. Who had the ability to run.
So you've got. I don't want to call it a lead. It's more bad news.
I think we need to talk to your mom.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to call my mom.
So we're not going with plan B yet.
No,
Later.
we can't go with plan B yet.
B is for bullets.
Yes.
Oh, and which
I
plan is
know.
taking
Plan
Oh, no,
over?
he
B will
whispers that-
happen later.
Oh no, he whispers that specifically to Kraken.
B
Oh,
is for bullets.
Exit can probably hear it though.
Oh yeah,
Yes, you absolutely.
Rubber
hear.
bullets are more fun.
I imagine that Red Death made absolutely no attempt to hide his voice or
Yeah.
quiet it at all.
It's
There's
theatrical.
100
And
It's
she
very-
whispers to Red, Plan B's always on the table. Just not right now.
So I'm just saying, sometimes it's a good place to start.
I prefer plan S for stealing. We need more stuff.
No, Plan S is for slaughtering.
Anyways,
Plan B should
Plan
be
T for
blackmail.
theft.
Plan A
You don't have
first.
too many letters at work.
Yes.
Let's
All right.
let's get to your mom.
Red isn't also connected somehow into this mess as well to everyone else.
I'm not going to say that because we never know what's going to happen. But as of currently, the only real connection Red Death has with all of this has been him saving Magic's life.
From
Cool.
her ex-girlfriend.
Which Magic also has questions about because her mom said something and now it's added questions.
And ask. Red will just tell I shot her in the face.
That's not the question though.
Yeah.
The question first is how the hell did her mom and Adrian hire Red to get her out of the city?
It's one of those dead drop sort of scenarios. It's not really. I don't really know.
But she
who's
saved
paying
Red.
me at the same time. And I'm just, yeah.
You thought that you saved him. He's a good actor.
No, he's not.
Find out next time on Carnage Heights. There won't be a show next week, just letting you know, because it's Canada Day and I will be extremely intoxicated. So thank you, Scarred. Thank you,
I
Sarah.
actually feels at an 8. Sorry.
So yeah, thank you, Red Death. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Ruth. Thank you, Kraken. Thank you, Kevin, for producerizing. Thank you, Bat Kyle and Fox for peanut gallerying. Thank you, Deku, for the eventual comment. You know, I appreciate him.
And thank you, Bison, for GMing. You did great.
Yeah, we started off this session really low energy. We have no idea how we don't have an idea. Yeah, I don't have an idea how we managed to get through this far. Obviously,
Lots of jokes.
I was going to say there's some neurons that have stopped firing, and that gave us some, yeah.
We
If
just
you-
feed from each other energy.
Yeah, if you're
It's
watching the
social
VOD,
battery.
yep. If you're watching the VOD or if you're on the YouTube and you're watching the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe. You know the usual stuff. We really like it when you do. Catch us currently four? There's two more this week, and then there's a new one next week on Wednesdays. So it'll
Alternating
be
Wednesdays.
alternating Wednesdays. So it'll be we'll call it
Oh,
4
good.
nights a week. We'll say 4.5. That works. So yeah, 4.5 nights a week: Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday. And we're gonna close this off like we always do. The world is a dangerous place right now. Things are stressful. It's always hard to tell whether or not you're gonna have enough spoons for the day. And being kind to people takes a lot out of you sometimes. But everybody's going through stuff. You never know what they're going through, and you never know the power of a smile. So if you can't be kind to one another, if you're not able to, please, at the very least, be nice to each other. You never know what it's going to do. Have a good night.
Good day.
Good night.
Good night.
Night, y'all.